Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Easter. And today I have with me the Transformers Legacy Armada Deluxe Class Hotshot. I'm really glad I have this figure. I've been looking for him all over the place, and now I have him. Let's take a look at him. From a 360-degree spin. Lots of red and yellow for this guy. Lots of red and yellow. See, that's how he looks from the back. And off to the side. One of the downsides to this figure is all of that vehicle mode kibble hanging off of him. But it's not like I'm going to be displaying him like that facing the wall, no. Don't care about how the back looks like. All I care about is how the front looks like. I mean, he's also very poseable, so I'll put him in some pretty cool battle poses. So, I don't care about kibble. I know it bugs some people, but it doesn't bug me. So let's take a look at the details on his face. Really nice molded detail for the face sculpt, kind of an off-white right there for the face. Nice blue for the eyes and yellow for his head. Got yellow all over. Autobot insignia right there, painted nice and big right there on his right shoulder. More yellow for those arms, for the upper arms. His forearms have what looks like a charcoal gray, I want to say. Yeah. Some silver right here for the detailing on his chest. More red for the abdominal region going down to his legs. And unfortunately, this detail right here is not painted in black like the old toy had. It blends in with all that yellow, but we can still see it. It's not a big deal. And then there's some black right there for the feet. His head, let's move this piece out of the way, can rotate a full 360. It can rotate a full 360 degrees. Pretty snug on my copy. And then his arms, they can actually do a full 360 degree spin if you just move that piece out of the way. Let's put it back into place, tab it in. I'll show off that visor later on. He's got about 90 degrees of bend at the elbow there, as well as almost 90 degrees of bend at his knee, just almost because of transformation. But his leg can do a full kick up, can move back pretty well. If you just move that piece out of the way, it might be able to move back further. Yep, there we go. Full split can be done. And his feet are also on an ankle tilt as well. They tab into place, so all you have to do is just untab them, and there you have ankle tiltage. So he is pretty poseable. And as for the visor, let's take a look at the detail on the visor. Nice clear blue paint right there. I'm sorry, clear blue plastic for the visor. I love that attention to detail. The visor itself almost looks like it's done in a clear plastic itself, like a clear black, or maybe it's just metallic, I'm not sure. And for his gimmick, you can bring up the back axle, rotate it forward, and you can have that gimmick that the old figure had, as well as how he had it in the TV show. There is no missile, unfortunately, but that doesn't bother me. To be honest, I never really cared much for the missile on the old figure anyway. Let's rotate it back. Bring back up that visor. And he's got his gun as well. It's the engine gun. Nice silver right there for the cannons. Black as well for the midsection. Looks like it's got a mini-com port in there. You can't plug anything in there. That's just for decoration. And I love how he can hold his gun very well. The old figure really couldn't. And just for comparison, here is the original 2002 Armada Hotshot figure. I'm assuming that was a deluxe class back in the day. And like I just said, the old figure really could not hold his gun very well. It just didn't take much to knock it off. It was more for display than anything to plug into his chest. But now I lost his gun. Where is it? Found it. Plug it onto his chest, and you can't do that with this figure, but I don't mind. So there you go, 2023 versus 2002. And again, a really cool figure. I do love him, and I'm glad I have him. Alright, let's get down to transformation. It's not a difficult transformation, thankfully, but it can get pretty tricky with the legs. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to untap the shoulders and bring them up. Open up the chest so we can rotate the head inside and close it up. Next, we're going to take this whole back assembly and bring it over the shoulders. And then we can bring down the spoiler bits and just place them into place. Now we're going to rotate the waist 180. Take his forearms and rotate them in like so. Wrong way. There we go. Rotate them so that way these bits right here are facing up. And now we can close up the feet. Take the windshield, rotate it up, then rotate it up again, and then you can rotate this like so. Maybe it's best to do this one leg at a time because it can get pretty tricky since the legs are on a double hinge and everything just wants to bump into each other. See, I recommend maybe doing this one leg at a time. There you go. And then this little tab right here is going to go right into the hole of the fist. I don't think it really tabs into place. It's more for storage than anything, or security. And then right inside of the rooftop, there is another little bit that's going to swing out like so. Same thing over here. Bring up that windshield piece, rotate it up, rotate it like so, and then again, one leg at a time. This can get tricky to do on camera. There we go. So now for the windshield, for the rooftop, it has a slider peg. So you have to slide them in like so. And then you can come on over here to the front bumper. I recommend doing this next. It also has a slider peg, so slide them in like so. And it's easiest to do so when the front bumper is lowered down, and then you can just bring it up and tab it right into place. That will then in turn tab everything else into place. And then you can tab the back section inward like so. It feels like everything's done. Seems like everything went in. I hope so. Oh. On camera mistake. Of course that would happen as soon as the camera starts rolling. There we go. All right, now everything feels like it's coming together well. And then just take the doors, close it up. Take the doors, close it up. All right, I think we're done. Yep, there we go. And there you have Legacy Deluxe Class Armada Hotshot in his vehicle mode. I love this figure. I love the vehicle mode. Let's lower the camera down a little bit. There we go. There he is in his yellow sports car mode. And it's very faithful to the original figure. It's very faithful to how he looked in Armada. I feel like it's still partially mistransformed. There we go. It's because of those slider pegs, unfortunately, it can make for a bit of a tricky transformation, but it still looks good. It still looks good. Now, here's one problem that I have with the figure. Those wheels do not like to grasp onto the ground very well. The last video I uploaded, I talked about how these clip-on wheels can be a bit of a problem for when it comes to rolling. They just do not like to grasp onto smooth surfaces. But it's not a big deal, not a deal breaker to me. Now let's get into the detailing. He's got some nice silver right there for the grille, and that same silver paint for the headlights. Nice black for the bumper, gray for the wheels. That black lining continues right here to the bottom. No red for the taillights, unfortunately. That's a bummer. Yeah, it kind of lacks paint in the vehicle mode. That's a bit of a disappointment, but not a big deal. Nice clear blue plastic for the windshield and for the side doors as well. I do love it. That clear blue plastic really works for this figure. Then all you got to do next is place the engine right there onto him, and that completes the look. And the best part is, if you have the old Armada Hotshot, Minicon Jolt is compatible with this figure. Plug him into the back, bring down the propeller, and there you go. He is compatible with this new figure. I love that they incorporated this into the figure. I'm really glad they did that. So yeah, there he is. There's the Transformers Armada Legacy Deluxe Class Hotshot. I got this figure for about $28, so not too bad. Kinda overpriced in my opinion, but I'm guessing what we're mostly paying for is the engineering that went into these figures. I mean, it's definitely an upgrade from the original toy, in my opinion at least. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this figure. Do you love it? Do you have any nitpicks? What do you think? I mean, he's not perfect, but there's no such thing as the perfect action figure. If you love him, pick him up. Happy Easter, you guys, and I'll see you all next time.